Welcome back to Dr. Mike's Weekly Report. For those who are new to the channel, I'm Dr. Mike Favors, and over here we give you weekly reports on how to master your mindset, how to build wealth, and how to create a life of freedom. And tonight's headline is one that's been a dominating conversation around the world, and that is simply this: artificial intelligence is changing the way we work, it's changing the way we earn, and the way we build wealth. Now, some people are excited, others are a little hesitant, some even afraid. But whether you love it or hate it, one thing is definitely clear: the future belongs to those who prepare. And so tonight I'm here not to scare you, but I'm here to help you position yourself. Okay. So with that being said, welcome back to the channel, guys. If you haven't already, please do me a favor, hit the like button, consider subscribing to the channel, and definitely turn that bell notification on. And so, as always, let's get right into the report. The mindset. First report we're going to talk about is the mindset report. The first thing is I want you to understand about the mindset report is don't fear change. You want to prepare for it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here's something I want you to understand. Every generation experiences a major shift. The Industrial Revolution changed manufacturing. The internet changed communication. Smartphones changed how we live. And guess what? Now we have artificial intelligence or AI, and it's literally changing how we work, how we conduct business, how we even interact with one another. Now, I have come to realize that we are asking many questions about it. Okay. And then the wrong question is, will AI replace people? And I think the better question is, how can I become more valuable in an AI driven world? I want you to think about that. People who continue learning will always have an advantage over people who stop growing. This is when we get into the importance of having a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. I taught a lesson years ago to a group of individuals, group of leaders actually, about the importance of teaching and building a culture behind growth mindset. And, very quickly we understand that a fixed mindset is fixed in old ways, traditional ways. A fixed mindset will have you riding a dead horse until it's no longer rideable and you don't get off of it. That means I think about Blockbuster, for example. Think about it. Blockbuster had an opportunity to sell to Netflix, but they didn't. Next thing you know, they were put out of business. Same thing with the typewriter, so on and so forth from the computers. But when you're talking about a growth mindset is a mindset that says, I'm always trying to better myself. I'm always trying to grow and to learn. I'm not just locked in and stuck. Sometimes you have to reinvent yourself. Look at some of the hip hop legends who've come back and reinvented themselves, the T.I.s, the Jay-Z's, and so on and so forth. They don't just get locked into a particular era. They produce music that is high quality and good for those who can hear and listen to where they are. And many of those artists had to change you all and reinvent themselves, had to use a growth mindset because if you my age, our children are now growing up listening to the same music. So we can listen to some old school, some new school, and then even some of the, some of the up and coming artists. So the guys, the people, ladies or guys or ladies, the ones who have the growth mindset know to take and give back and help other up and coming artists, other up and coming or emerging leaders. Okay. That's what a growth mindset will do. And so it puts you in a position where you literally want to think about and get excited about developing new skills. You want to read more. You want to learn more. I mean, look at how you're dealing with this, how you're learning right now. I'm communicating you through online, through YouTube. And so, you can learn a skill set on YouTube. And so, you read more, you use AI as a tool instead of seeing it only as a threat. Now, I'm not talking about just having AI, do a little research for you guys. And of course, I got something I'll share with you in the business report about how you can really use AI and really maximize the potential of it because AI can do so many things for you today. Say, for example, if you're a solopreneur, a lot of times we had to go and get people to help with acquisitions and to get people to help with sales. Well, they got some tools out now, y'all, that it'll automate everything, your funnel, everything you got going on. And you'll be making money while you're sleeping. That's the power of AI. So I'm saying to you that your greatest asset in terms of thinking, in terms of switching your mindset, your greatest asset is investing in you, first of all, your mindset. So when you think about that, your greatest asset has never been your job. Your greatest asset is your ability to learn, adapt, and solve problems. So don't panic. All you got to do is posture yourself, position yourself, and prepare for what's to come. And I promise you this, if you develop that growth mindset and really shift your way of thinking to saying, you know what, I'm not going to be afraid of this, but I'm going to really maximize. I'm going to seize the opportunity. I'm not going to get left behind, you all. I guarantee you, you're going to be in for a very fun ride, okay? So the next report is the business report. Now, I want you to think about how can you build more than one source of income? And I want you to look at it from this place. One of the biggest lessons from every economic shift is simply this. You never rely on a single source of income. The days where, a husband and wife could come out and have a two-parent income, or let me start here. The days of a one-income household, unless the typical household, guys, it's not going to work in today's economy. Even two-income household is pushing the limit, okay? Because what? Technology is changing industry faster than ever, and many people are looking for ways to create additional income streams. I call it success hacking. Some people call it a hustle. Whatever it may be, in order to live the comfortable lifestyle that you want, you really want to think about, how do I develop these multiple streams of income? Well, as far as the business report go, I have a quick clip that I want to show you all, and I'm going to take you here. Of course, you know our website, but I really want to take you here. This is our YouTube channel. For those who are new here, you know it's here, but if you go here and you click videos, you can see that we've done several videos for you. Let me make this a little larger so it shows 3, okay? Several videos that we do. One of the videos I'm going to show you here, and I'm also going to do a Q&A for you guys, but here's something that we have called the Alpha Pass, and the overview is right there, and I want you to see that. And you're going to also understand that why we align ourselves with companies who teach the concept about stacking assets, all right? And so I've learned, you all, that when you get yourself in position and you start looking at where economy is going, the major goal for you is to get out in front of it, see where the economy is going, and then you get in front of it and ride that wave. And we all know that AI-powered businesses, digital entrepreneurship, community-based business models are all a part of the conversation today. And that's the one reason why you've seen me, and you're going to continue to see me build with this amazing company called Bellator Life. Now, for me, it's pretty simple. It's not about earning extra income. It's about positioning myself inside of an environment that encourages entrepreneurship, education, relationships, long-term growth, that growth mindset. Because, hey, I'm going to tell you, I understand that every opportunity requires some effort. Every opportunity carries risk, but doing nothing carries risk as well. And so me and my family, we're looking at things for retirement purposes. I need money to make money for me now. And that's a business report that you're really going to hear me echo. But this is a clip from that same video that I wanted to show you real quick. And I'm going to play this, a very short clip. I'm going to play it and I'll be right back, okay?
MAGIC stands for Make a Grand in Commission. The idea is simple. Most compensation plans require a tremendous amount of effort before someone sees meaningful income. We wanted to create a system where ordinary people can earn their first $1,000 commission quickly and then leverage that success into long-term residual income. The Bellator MAGIC plan is built around the Alpha Pass. Every Alpha Pass sale generates $1,000 in commissions. When you join as an affiliate, you can start building immediately. To become fully qualified to earn the full $1,000 commission, you complete a short training phase where you graduate from being a trainee to becoming a trainer. The fastest and best way to graduate to trainer is to buy one and sell two. Buy one and become a product of the product, sell two, and graduate to trainer. Now you qualify for the Miracle MAGIC Pay Plan. During training, when you make a sale, you earn $200 and your trainer earns $800. The trainer receives the larger portion because they are helping you make those first sales, training you, supporting your presentations, and guiding you through the process. Once you graduate to trainer, you earn the full $1,000 commission on every Alpha Pass sale you personally make forever. But this is where the magic begins. When you personally enroll someone, they go through the same training process while you earn the $800 trainer commission. Then something even more powerful happens. The people they enroll also enter the same process. Their first two training sales flow upward to the trainer who qualified them. This creates a duplication model where you can earn trainer commissions not only on your personally enrolled members, but also on their first two referrals and their first two referrals continuing through unlimited levels of depth as the organization expands. 1 becomes 2, 2 become 4, 4 become 8, 8 becomes 16, 16 become 32. This creates a powerful multiplication effect where every new person represents not just a single sale, but the potential creation of an entire growing organization beneath them. Now it's your turn to join the system, start the process, and build your own growing organization.
Bellator Life.
So now basically what I showed you and what I introduced you to was something that we call the Alpha Pass, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I want you to imagine owning every AI you need, personal and for your business. Things like ChatGPT, and Gemini, and Claude, and Perplexity. If you're anything like me, you got all this going on, and it's a la carte. But imagine if you could have a one-stop shop. We actually call this the Home Depot of it, where you can pay a one price, okay, once, and you have access to all of these things. Now, you as well as I know that in the age of education and AI entrepreneurship, some of these things can cost a lot of money. Let's just be clear. If you got subscriptions in any one of these and you are paying for your subscription because you want to have ownership of your proprietary intellectual property, then some of these things when you get done, if you add them up for the whole year, some of y'all paying 15 to 20 to 25, $30,000. Seriously, a year, okay, for all the things you need to run your business. So this is a way for us to say, you know what, we're going to consolidate all this under one roof, over 300 models. Then you're also going to have access to teachers to teach you how to use some of these models, all for one license, one unlimited value, okay? And so when he said in the video that we have the mock-up or the training piece, in terms of how much it costs, this is what he's talking about in the video. One Alpha Pass for $2,100 one time, you all, gives you the ability now to not only have access to all the AI tools that you need for one-time fee, and that's it for that $2,100. But then if you have a heart condition to share, now here's the business, guys. First person, $200. The second person, $200, okay? Because you're being trained. Now, on the third person that you help get in, that you refer, you start making $1,000 in commission. Do y'all hear me? Now, when you're talking about having a business model, I now have a model that lets me pay one time, that also allows me to, watch this, generate income from direct sales. And then we also have a component to this. I'm gonna just let you out on a little secret. You can buy more than one. So the first one you use for your products. The second one, we have a thing called score token, you all, and you get paid in the score token, which means you can buy one Alpha Pass to utilize the AI and everything for you. Then you buy another one, and you're getting paid these score tokens because it's connected to a the score ID, which is a online digital credit score. So imagine you have your big three traditional credit scores, and then you have a crypto score that you can blend together. It's amazing, right? So you're talking about having business and really wanting to do business, guys. This is what that is. And of course, I'll leave a link down in the description below if someone showed this video to you and you definitely want to get back to them. So here's what I'm saying to you. As you evaluate any business opportunity, you want to ask yourself, does it help me develop new skills? Yes, it does. Can I diversify my income? Yes, you can. Does it position me for long-term growth? Yes, it does. Will I become more valuable because of the experience? But of course you will. That's why I'm introducing you to the Alpha Pass, and that's why we highlight that and feature that during our business, our business report. Okay. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to seriously understand something. Two things are happening. Okay, excuse what's going on with the screen. Sometimes it does that. I do apologize. We're working on getting that stuff worked out and getting that stuff fixed. But here's what I want you to understand. Where we are today and how we are positioned, we really want to take things serious. And what does that mean? We've got to get ourselves in a position, get ourselves in a place where we can really take advantage of all of these tools and things that's being created with the AI. And that's what I'm saying. This is so very important that we really get positioned for this because you're in a position to receive first time mover position. A lot of these things that's happening, people don't even know they're going on. They have no idea what's happening behind the scenes, you all. And it's designed that way. But this is why I'm doing these reports for you so that you can have an opportunity to really get number one, get position and to create that life of freedom that you so deserve for your family. Okay? And so with that being said, I'm going to move into the last section, the last report of tonight, which is the freedom report, creating that life of freedom. Ladies and gentlemen, freedom belongs to those who prepare early. Timing is everything. The people who enjoy freedom tomorrow usually make different decisions today. Okay, think about it. While others are spending every dollar they earn, people who are trying to create life of freedom are investing it. While others are consuming, they're learning. While others are waiting, we're preparing. And so you don't want to wait until the industry changes before you begin changing yourself. Remember what I was talking about in terms of the growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. You don't want to develop that piece to where is you have to watch everyone do it 4 and 5 times. All right. I was just talking to a student today about the risk taking skill set that you need. Many people don't realize, but risk is one of the greatest hindrances of success that you have because you get so locked in and you become afraid to take a risk that you miss major opportunities. Okay. And so you want to stay ahead of the curve, not behind the curve. You don't wait, like I said, to the industry change. You want to change and see. But in order to do that, you need reports like this. And let me just pause and say this. I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't be your financial advisor. What I'm doing is I'm setting it up. I'm doing a report so that you can get a mindset, then be able to see opportunities, and then create some sort of plan so that you can start building what you need to build. It's okay. So you say, well, Doc Favor, well, what do I need to build? If this is my first time even hearing about this, I don't have a retirement plan. I don't necessarily live for the future. I live my life day by day. Well, let me be the first to tell you that is not taken from my experience. I used to do the same thing, and that don't get you anywhere. I remember when I was out in the world, out in the streets, and doing what I was doing, all the things I had to show for was maybe one couch. Out of all the money I made hustling and maneuvering in the streets, I only had a couch to show for it and a nice 4 or 5, 6 page rap sheet to go along with it. Okay, but to God be the glory. Changed my life. It can do yours as well. So what do you need to do? First thing I want you to understand is when you talk about creating that life of freedom, you want to build an emergency fund. That is that fund to where as you save at least 3 to 6 months of all your expenses. And then you reduce unnecessary debt. So that means you start snowballing, start paying off the things that you really don't need. Okay. Continue investing for your future. That means get with someone who can show you, literally help you. Now, for those of you who are right here, I'll pause for another quick commercial. I've also instituted something on our YouTube channel where we're going to be doing just that. I'm going to be helping people do that. And in order to do that, I created something called the members only, where I'm going to be teaching you certain skill sets. It's not going to be for everyone, but if you're interested in something like that and you want us to learn how my wife and I built our portfolio, how we structured our retirement, how we got into plays, even like a Bellator, even with the Alpha Pass, and how we stacking our assets, you can join that members. You can go to my YouTube and join the members only, and we'll get started with that. Okay. But now, you do that. You reduce the debt. You continue investing for your future. You develop the new skills. Well, that's why I went into coaching, ladies and gentlemen, so I could teach people the skills that I learned the hard way. What took me 20 years to learn, I can literally teach you in a year and a half, 2 years, and it will change. I got many testimonies, clients after clients that has gone through our courses and know what I'm talking about. And then, of course, you switch your mind to creating multiple streams of income. Okay. Once you get involved in Bellator, you're going to see that it's a lot back there that has multiple streams of income connected to it. It's layered that way. They've been doing this for over 9 years, building this for us. And what you see happening now is the result is like a bamboo. Okay. Think about this. In some parts, when you plant a bamboo tree in some areas, you plant it and you don't see nothing happening for like 4 or 5 weeks. Then a week later, it just sprouts up and grows tall. Well, think about it. A lot of people think that we're overnight successes getting to 6 and 7 figures. No, that's not the case. It took years building on the backside of the mountain to create something that would last, something that's regulated, on chain, something that can handle the rails of everything that's going to be doing in the AI, blockchain, digitalization, tokenization in that space. And so, how you create that life of freedom is by taking it step by step, thinking about creating multiple streams of income. Because here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, freedom isn't built during a crisis. Freedom is built before the crisis ever arrives. I'm gonna say that again for some of you all, because we hear all the time, investors get rich when a crisis comes. Well, first of all, they save what we call dry powder. They save cash. That's what Warren Buffett did. He saved his cash. Then when he saw companies getting ready to go out, he'd go in there, buy them, redo, and fix them up. Boom, there it is. You see? So freedom is built before the crisis arrives. But if you don't understand creating a life of freedom and what that means, you won't save for that. You won't even program it in there. You see? So preparation, you all, creates confidence. And confidence creates action. And action then will help you create your freedom. Now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, as I said, this is Dr. Mike's weekly report. So now I'm going to give you my weekly challenge. So this week, I want you to complete just 3 assignments. In the mindset area, here's your challenge. Identify one skill that you will make, or one skill that will make you more valuable over the next 5 years, and begin learning this week. Begin learning this week about it. One skill that'll make you more valuable. For me, I'll tell you, one skill was making sure that I found a company that could help me do all the things I wanted to do for my retirement portfolio. Because eventually I needed my money to make money from me, because I don't want to trade time for money all my life, right? So what did I do? I found something that would position me out in front of the curve. As a man who trades and do options and Forex and all of that, I understood that we were coming into this with crypto. Okay. We just had to get some things regulated so that we could have safety, because it was too many rug pulls. Here comes Bellator. Are you kidding me? No, I'm not. I'm serious. So with that, different assets for different things. Yeah, I'm not gonna go all too deep into it, because it'll literally blow some of y'all mind with the deals that we got going on, and it is real. Okay. And so that's that challenge though. Find one skill set. Some of you all say, I want to be a coach. I want to be a better presenter. I want to, learn how to help other people. I want to do, notary, whatever it is. Knuckle down and begin to learn about it this week. Make the decision. Go get you some books. Maybe find you a coach, and you do that. For the business challenge, I want you to list every source of income you currently have. Then identify one additional stream of income you possibly want to begin building now. Now, let me just say this right here for this challenge. Many people don't understand that when you have a lot of things inside you, you got a lot of dreams you want to do, got a couple of businesses. How do I start? Where do I start? Let me put you on some game. You start with the bedrock. That means start with the very thing that everything can sit on top of. That means your bread and butter. Okay? Bread and butter for me, what? I'm a teacher. I'm a preacher. I'm a pastor. Been to school 20 some years getting a doctorate degree from undergrad to master degree to doctorate degree, and then continued education. So I'm a teacher, teach and train, make complexity simple enough for people to grasp the concepts. So bread and butter for me was obviously first establish the church, do what God told me to do. Then establish my Essential Leaders Institute. Then we established the senior healthcare business. Then we did it's back. First did the church, then we did Eli, then we did the real estate business, because I got into some real estate. Then we established the senior care facility. Then we made sure we got into the right investments. That's what I did with the proceeds. We started to make sure that we put them in different places, because he who sows bountifully shall reap bountifully. No one plants one grade of grass in your front yard thinking you're going to have a yard. That's not a yard. You got to throw out multiple seeds so that blades can come up. And that's what you do. But you start with one at a time. So identify the one additional income stream that you want to get involved in so you can start building. Of course, if you want some help, I'll help you. And last but not least, the freedom challenge. Just take one financial step that strengthens your future. That simply means by increasing your savings, investing. So if you're not saving, I teach it this way. We call it the 70-30 rule. Take 10%, put that in a business account. Take the other 10%, and for me, we do type. We type 10%, we put 10% in the business account, and then 10% in an investing account. So that when opportunities like this come along, we got some funds. So what happens is we honor God with his first, then we put 10% in a business savings account, money market account, 10% in an investing account, and it all continues to grow. Next thing you know, you become your own bank. Did you all see the power of that? Hear me when I tell you, you never be without again if you follow that simple strategy. You invest in 30%, and next thing you know, you're living off the 70. Guys, I've been doing that for years, and when I tell you it works, it works. It allows you to travel. It allows you to go everywhere, do what you want to do, with whom you want to do, for however as long as you want to go. So then when you need funds for your business to buy certain things, to get certain things, to pay for your advertising or whatever you got to pay for, you have it on hand. You see? And so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is that thing. So for the freedom, let me tell you something. It's going to increase your savings. Your investing going to consistently grow up. You're going to pay down that debt. You're going to learn about new opportunities. And so here's my final thought for you. Artificial intelligence, AI, isn't just changing technology. It's changing opportunities for you. And the people who succeed won't necessarily be the smartest. I'm not the smartest guy on the planet, y'all. Trust me when I tell you. But I am one of the ones who know to prepare because something has, trust me, this is a once in a lifetime type of thing. So remember this, y'all. If you master your mindset, you can build some wealth and you can create a life of freedom. That being said, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you got anything from this report, definitely give me a comment down below. And of course, if whoever someone shared this to you, you want to get involved in the Alpha Pass or anything we have going with Bellator, get back with that person who shared this video with you and get their link, and then we'll walk you through. If I'm the person who shared it with you, then just click my link down below, send me an email, and we will get you in a support group and help you start to do and live how you want to live. All right. That being said, this is Doc Favors. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see you next time.